Dark Fortress album.
Thanks a lot.
Great. So I
What?
think that this is a conceptual album about survival,
Yeah.
betrayal, and loss, I think. So what drives you to write an album about this?
Well, I mean, this is if you say it like that, or if you just put it into such a few words, there's the story behind, or the complex behind the Venereal Dawn is actually relatively complex,
Yes.
and it asks a lot of philosophical question actually. But well, I think there were some key experiences, especially for Morian, who wrote all the lyrics, and key inspirations that got him the main ideas to write such a concept. You know, the basic setting of this concept is basically a world where the light of the sun is kind of cursed and brings disease.
Yes.
And I think the first idea for that concept was actually a real sunset, or the sunlight Morian saw when he was traveling through Mexico and saw the sun over Oaxaca.
Yeah.
And when he saw that amazing scenario, which also must have looked quite, yeah, evil, I think he got the first few ideas to write a story which takes place in such a scenario. Therefore, I think he was also yeah, a little bit influenced by a writer called Stephen R. Donaldson.
Yes.
He wrote a novel called The Wounded Land, and there is a similar setting, but other than that, it's a completely own story, and just revolving around that idea.
Okay. So you have some albums by now. Do you think that someone that hasn't heard of Dark Fortress before but likes black metal could get really into this new album?
I definitely hope so, at least. Yeah, I think if you've, it doesn't matter if you've heard Dark Fortress before that. I think it's a very strong album and should attract all kinds of people that are interested in dark, atmospheric, but also aggressive music with with complex structures.
Right. So on the album you have nine new songs. Were there some
Yeah.
leftovers that you say for special editions or B-sides or something like that?
Well, actually, yes. In totally, we conceived 11 songs for
Yes.
the album,
Yes.
but the album would have been just too long, and we just choose all the songs musically that fit it best. And so we definitely have in mind to release an EP later, maybe in a year or something. There are no plans yet, but we have that further material, and we can easily make another EP with that. And you know, two of the songs are already completely recorded, basically. So I mean, it's kind of weird, you know. We haven't written any materials in more than 3 years, and then we finally get ideas, and then it's so much ideas that we write more than 80 minutes of music, more music that you could actually fit on one CD. And so there will be an EP at some point.
Oh, good. So you just released a song that gives the name to the album. So as
Yeah.
this is a conceptual album, I don't think that maybe
Mhm.
can represent the whole idea of that you have. But do you think that sounding wise can give a clue of what we can expect on the album?
You know, it was a very, very difficult decision for us which song we should release as a first song, and I'm glad that I don't have to make that decision. It was actually the record company that chose Venereal Dawn
Yeah.
as the first song to be presented to the audience. But you know, it does not stand alone for the album. I think the point is that on Venereal Dawn, on that album, every song is different. Every song has a very strong own character,
Yes.
and it's impossible just to choose one song that stands for everything. Because I think if you just listen to the album, like the second song on the album called Loigor is completely different than Venereal Dawn, and then the third song again is again another world or another aspect of the band. So it's very hard to use one song that presents the album. It was also very difficult to choose the album title, which
Yes.
basically represents everything of the album. Another good title could have been Luciform
Yes.
for the album, but I didn't want that title because I thought that would evoke false associations. Like people would think like now we are like going into Luciferian stuff and
Yeah.
all that. Um, and I just wanted to avoid misconceptions. And I think Venereal Dawn is still a really good title for the album because, Venereal it refers to Venus,
Yes.
which is basically yeah, a symbol for love, but also like a totally hellish planet. And venereal is also associated with sexual diseases, so
Yes.
it has both in its name. It's like the beauty and the greatness of love and the abysmal yeah negativity of it. So it is a very dualistic title, and
Yeah.
that's
It's
also
very
displayed
ambiguous.
in the lyrics. Yeah, exactly. Ambiguous is the better word. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Great. And we mentioned 1994 before, and we are
yeah,
2014 now, though. So that's 20 years
yeah.
of being a band. So are you gonna do something special to remember this 20th anniversary?
Well, actually, no. We have no plans to do anything special, which is quite weird. But I mean, most people that are in the band now haven't been in the band
Yes.
1994 already. But of
Yeah.
course, the band was founded by Asvagra, our second guitar player, and
Yeah.
he's doing that since 20 years. And I mean, if he really would insist on doing some kind of celebration for the anniversary, I would think that would be really cool. But there, I mean, it's special enough that we have a new album out. We do a tour, a co-headlining tour with Secrets of the Moon in
Yeah.
Germany and the neighbor countries,
Yes.
and so there are things happening. But it's not something that we make a special anniversary collector's release or some crap like that, a best of or something like that.
Yeah.
We don't we don't plan that. We just yeah kind of ignore that we are already so old.